Hello, exceptionals. Welcome back. Failure isn't the end, it's a powerful teacher. Each misstep can be a source of feedback if you are willing to learn from it. In essence, what defines us is how well we rise after falling. And that's how we say, welcome to Excel, the place where the exceptionals come to get better every day. Today, let's learn how to bounce back from tough times. You know, every individual and every family has their own set of personal struggles and concerns, but there is courage and hope to be found in every obstacle that we face. As Nelson Mandela rightly said, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but rising every time we fall. Unquote. I love this story shared by Mark and Angel in their New York Times best-selling book. Getting Back to Happy, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Reality, and Turn Your Trials into Triumph. Very nice book. The link to the book will be included in the description of this video. You might want to check that out. Mark said, 20 years ago, when Angel and I were just undergrads in college, our psychology professor taught us a lesson we've never forgotten. On the last day of class before graduation, she walked up on stage to teach one final lesson, which she called a vital lesson on the power of perspective and mindset. As she raised a glass of water over her head, everyone expected her to mention the typical glass half empty or glass half full metaphor, you know. Instead, with a smile on her face, our professor asked, "How heavy is this glass of water I'm holding?" Students shouted out answers ranging from a couple of ounces to a couple of pounds. After a few moments of fielding answers and nodding her head, she replied, "From my perspective, the absolute weight of this glass is irrelevant. It all depends on how long I hold it. If I hold it for a minute or two, it's fairly light. If I hold it for an hour straight, its weight might make my arm ache. If I hold it for a day straight, my arm will likely cramp up and feel completely numb and paralyzed, forcing me to drop the glass to the floor. In each case, the absolute weight of the glass doesn't change, but the longer I hold it, the heavier it feels to me." As most of us students nodded our heads in agreement, she continued, "Your worries, frustrations, disappointments, and stressful thoughts are very much like this glass of water. Think about them for a little while and nothing drastic happens. Think about them a bit longer and you begin to feel noticeable pain. Think about them all day long and you will feel completely numb and paralyzed, incapable of doing anything else until you drop them." Wow, what a way to inspire us to change our thought patterns and daily habits on issues. My friends, turning trials into triumph is about persistence. It's about perspective and self-belief. Every challenge has the potential to become a story of success if we embrace it with an open mind and a willingness to let go early. Let go early and learn from it. That's the trick there. Staying resilient is like keeping fit. And just as most people feel better when they are fit, life challenges will be less formidable when we learn to stay relevant. So what are you going to do to build your resilience? I bet you know some of them already, but let's just remind ourselves of 7 action steps that will help us build our resilience. Number 1, find a purpose. In finding your purpose, it means taking the time to identify what activities bring you a sense of fulfillment and personal satisfaction. Then you work out how to translate your aspirations into action. And this video on key to finding your right place in life will be quite helpful for this point. I recommend you check it out. We really talked much about finding your purpose on that video. The second point is to practice gratitude. And in practicing gratitude, it means focusing on the part of your life that feels good today and avoid wasting anger or negative energy on trivial things. My friends, try not to let small annoyances affect your mood. Consider spending time with people you like and do things you like to do. You can also plan something today that you can look forward to. You might be thinking, these things are easier said than done. But remember that optimism is a skill you can learn. It just takes practice. Practicing gratitude helps you stay positive. I recommend you take a few minutes each evening to think about things you are grateful for that day. Write down everything in your journal, from enjoying the sunrise or a beautiful piece of music to appreciating your family or friends. When you look around, I'm certain you must find something you should be grateful for. Give it a try today. And number 3, be proactive in solving your problems. And to do this successfully, I recommend that you begin by identifying the problem. You know, the first step to actually solving a problem is to accept that there is a problem and truly defining what that problem is. Writing it down can be very helpful, you know. Then confront the problem. Don't deny, don't ignore, don't live in denial, my friends. Don't let them weigh on your mind. Then when you are done identifying the problem, the next step is to list your possible options for dealing with that problem. You always have options, and you will discern that some are better than others. It all depends on the kind of problem. Then the next step after that is to seek input from knowledgeable people you trust. Talk with those who can provide you with resources, information, and ideas. This is where having mentors can be very valuable. Everyone needs a mentor, my friends. Their impact can be far-reaching, and you will do well to get one. And of course, that's what this platform is all about. We are Excel Mentoring, where we deliver valuable content that will help you to get better every day. And the next step is to use some of the skills you've acquired at work to help you manage your personal life. You know, at work, how you tackle a problem at work, you gather information and resources, and then you break the big tasks into defined and manageable steps. Why not use some of those skills to handle your problems at home? Try to focus on the things that you have control over. For example, if you are caring for a relative with maybe a chronic illness, try to put aside sad thoughts about your relative while you are at work. If you focus on your job and the things you do have control over, you may feel better and your problems may not seem so overwhelming. And then you look back to how you have successfully handled problems in the past. Ask yourself, how did I get through it? How can that knowledge help me now? That particular knowledge will inspire and encourage you to keep pushing. And hey, my exceptional friends, why don't hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already, so you never miss our upload that will help you get better every day. And number 4 action step is help others and learn to accept help from others. Asking for help is hard for many of us, I know. Do you ever ask a good friend or a co-worker for support when you need it? If your child is having a problem, do you ask for support from the teacher? Paying attention to what you need and asking for help are signs of resourcefulness and strength, and not weakness. And it will help you feel stronger and more resilient. Talk about what you are going through with others, people you can trust. Learn from people who have been through what you are going through. Don't wait for someone to call you. Be the initiator. If you are facing a challenge and a neighbor or a friend offers to help with meals or transport, allow yourself to accept the help. It doesn't take anything away from you. Be there for people you care about, and definitely they will be there for you. The 5th action step is take care of yourself. My exceptional friends, your body is the only place you have to live in. I guess you've heard it before. But what actually are you doing about it? You can't be resilient if you don't take care of yourself. If you are physically exhausted or overextended emotionally, it's more difficult to bounce back and get through a difficult time. Consider applying these tips. Speak to your doctor whenever you aren't feeling well. Sounds like a cliche, right? But it's necessary and well recommended. Take some time off. Some days off from work once in a while won't hurt, will it? Get exercise. It helps you build resilience, and several studies confirm that as well. You mustn't go to the gym before you can exercise. A few stretches on your yoga mat like I do every morning, if you walk or run outside, a dance class, whatever it is that you do consistently will help you to keep fit. Then keep your life simple. Plan simple meals and resist signing up for too many activities. Don't be afraid to say no to what is outside your schedule for the day. And most importantly, caffeine and alcohol are not the best when you're dealing with emotional issues. Limiting the amount of caffeine and alcohol you drink at this time will help your thought process to be more objective. And finally, pay extra attention to taking care of yourself. If you are experiencing a stressful life event, such as a separation, a job change, or the death of a relative or friend, take time to recover. Just as you need time to recover from a physical illness, you also need time to recover when you're experiencing emotional setback or losses. Think about how you recover from a cold or flu. You rest, you take care of yourself. You need to do the same when you are recovering emotionally. When your emotional resilience is worn out, you need to pay extra attention to getting enough rest, eating balanced meals, and making time for relaxation and seeking support from the people you love. And number 6 action step is embrace change. The only constant in life is that everything changes. So the ability to handle change is a key survival skill of all resilient people. Try to anticipate change and look ahead to see what's coming. That way, you'll be prepared for the next change when it happens. Make a conscious effort to stay flexible and learn to say yes to new opportunities. Realize that the only real way to change is to do something more than once. For example, if you want to change your habit and get more exercise, you have to keep at it week after week until this change becomes part of your routine. Remember, we say that we are all creatures of habit. Whatever you really want to achieve, why not create a routine around it? And number 7, keep learning and growing. When was the last time you learned something new? You met a new friend, you pursued a new hobby or interest. I want to encourage you to take advantage of opportunities at work and in your personal life to learn and grow. You could learn a new tech skill, you could learn a new language or a new game or sport. Stop yourself from thinking and saying, I'm too old to maybe ride a bike, or learn how to play a musical instrument, or learn a new language, or take a walk, or whatever it is. Learning makes you feel capable, fulfilled, and more resilient. So go ahead and learn something new this year. The year is still fresh. Include it in your goal if it's not there already. So my exceptional friends, bouncing back from tough times is all about harnessing the power of daily rituals, mindfulness, self-care, and more to overcome whatever life throws at your way in order to become your best self. And that's our package for today's mentoring session. We hope you got tons of value from this video. So please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more valuable content so that we will help you to get better every day. Check out this video we recommend you watch next, and see you again in our next video. Stay blessed.